Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be showing you guys some epic power play gameplay. So power play's been out for like a year, and crazily enough, I haven't even got to #1 in power play at all. And I've been playing it, as I said, for a whole year. It's took me that long to get #1. As you guys probably know, recently they did change power play so that showdown and duo showdown wasn't in the power play ranking system anymore. And that was probably one of the main reasons why I got to #1, because I just absolutely sucked at showdown and duo showdown. So as you can see by the gameplay on the screen, and then also right here, #1 highest power play rank. It looks absolutely beautiful on my profile now. All I need is to complete Rubber Rumble and highest rampage as well, and even boss fight. I haven't even got around to doing those, but as I said, I'll be showing you guys all of my games, just 3 heist games on the last day, super sweaty games. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so hopping into the first game, I'm gonna have to bear in mind the heist percentages in the corners, because it actually screen recorded it, so it's not actually in my battle log anymore, so you're gonna have to bear that in mind. We're leading into this one, the last day of power play. We actually played this one 2 AM at night because it reset, and Semantic said that we faced easier players as soon as the rotation kind of changed on power play. But already straight away, they kind of got a bit of a counter comp. So we went with Rico mid and kind of forgot about 8-bit. 8-bit in the middle on hot potato is really good. But the way you play heist, especially on power play, you've got to play really conservative. You only can concede, I think, above 40, well, below 40% in damage if your high safe's at 60%, and that's going to be an epic win. And I've only dropped 2 so far this season, and the way I was going to get #1 is by winning every single one, because the deciding factor after the epic wins, it goes down to total trophies. And as you guys know, I'm like 3rd or 4th in the world right now, so literally no one's going to be above me in that sense. So all I need to do is get all epic wins. So it's all about keeping control for 2 minutes 30. We didn't care about getting percentage. We could literally go in at the last second, as long as we're not allowing anyone to go past us safe. You're literally watching the most passive heist gameplay I think I've ever played in my entire career. Literally, we didn't even want to get any percentages. Normally heists, a lot of times you can suicide in for damage and concede a lot of damage as well. It's all about knowing how much damage you could take and then just doing more to the safe. And just at the moment, we're playing it completely different to how you should really play it, because, as I said, just sitting back. Barley lane's hard for Tom to deal with. He's actually finally got a bear. Does actually go down there, which is a big F. But Barley on that lane can be really, really bad, especially if we don't destroy the map. But Smartic's done an amazing job breaking it up. And Barley just really isn't that good, considering you've got Colt, especially Colt on both teams. That map's just going to get broken up straight away. Then you've also got a lot of people that like to play Edgar on heist, and Barley's just going to get completely deleted if facing off against an Edgar. That's why Nita was more of a safe pick. But as you can see, I don't think we've really dealt too much damage to this safe. But only I can see the 30-second countdown ticking down already. And that's what that matters. As long as we're not conceding any damage, Tom, with the bear on the safe, that's going to be enough to win us the game. And now it's all about not allowing any of the enemies to go by, so we can keep this epic win. Smarty doing an amazing job on the Colt, and then the Barley trying to super in, trying to get rid of that epic win, but we say no. So that's going to be the first game epic win underway right there. Let's hop into the second game. All right, guys, so the second game is underway. So what we changed out the Nita and went for the 8-bit mid. 8-bit mid is so strong. I see the other team using that as well, and a lot of the times, as I said, power play can take a long time to get into matches, because there's not really a lot of people playing power play at the moment, and especially at high, a lot of people, as soon as they get like a loss or lose way too many epic wins, they just stop playing for the rest of the season. Also, people forget to play power play, so hopefully there's some adjustments to power play in the future. I know they're looking to make some adjustments pretty soon. Maybe with the new update we'll see something. Who knows? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm actually quite interested to hear about that, what you would actually recommend for any type of competitive game mode, or just improvements to power play in general. So they've already done a really good one, as I said, the showdown one, the duo showdown one. That was an amazing change. I really hated the fact that there was in the power play rankings, because a lot of the times it was nice and fun sometimes, but it was so sweaty, and it was just a lot of RNG, especially with showdown. And a lot of times I've just found myself in showdown just getting killed completely out of nowhere by someone just playing the most dumb brawler ever. It was just so frustrating. That'll be my power play season over, and it only resets every 2 weeks, so I can just imagine every single time showdown came out, it just ruined my power play season. But anyways, I love speaking about that. And again, we've not really let anyone past. I think it's been like a minute already into this game. Literally no one's gotten by, but as long as we're all staying alive, I'm just constantly working with Tom to pinch. And if you guys have played any sort of heist on ladder, you'll be seeing it's absolutely full of Rico and Colt. Near enough every single comp, I would recommend you guys going to Rico and Colt in heist, except for probably well, safe zone probably isn't the best for Rico, but for sure Colt again. And probably Kaboom as well. Rico's not the best on, but all the other heist maps, Rico's a solid pick for it. And Colt, as you guys probably know, if you've even watched Karis's tier list as well, where all the pros suggested, Colt probably is the best brawler in the game, especially for ladder specifically, because you could just play him on every single map, every single mode. He's just crazy good. So 30 seconds left. We've got good control, so I'm going in a little bit too aggro. Let's actually concede a lot of damage, and now Semantic goes down as well. But luckily, Tom gets a nice kill on a Rico, so that could have been real big trouble. Rico's super can near enough delete the safe, and imagine if they get an 8-bit turret as well. That was the main issue. That 8-bit turret does 50% more damage when someone's inside of it. All they need is one push, and they can just get rid of our epic win just like that. So another close game. To be honest, you see how badly we're sweating inside of these games. It will literally come out like these are World Finals, but that's going to be another epic win for us. One more to go. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, so loading into the final game. If we get an epic win inside of this one, then we claim the #1 spot for our own, as I said, for the very first time. And it's actually frustrating because when Power Play first came out, if you guys are big followers of me on Twitter, I nearly got #1 in the first ever Power Play season. That would have been epic, but I remember specifically, I think I choked on Takedown, when that used to be a mode in Power Play as well. I choked on Takedown. I was awful at that mode and never played it. And I think I was #1 for like a whole week, and everyone was getting really pumped up on Twitter, and then I just completely thrown it. That's quite a funny memory. Other than that, I've not really had too many close calls. As I said, all the other close calls before that, I just completely threw on Showdown. So we see Max here. Max is actually pretty decent against Colt in some scenarios, but as I said, Colt's got that gadget. He can just win that gunfight every single time he has that gadget. That's a really nice play from Semantic. A lot of times you got to try and bait out the Max gadget, because you can obviously tank that Colt gadget with it. So you just got to be really careful, be really patient, wait for the Max to make the play, and then you make a play. So we do get a good takedown there. That was actually quite scary because they were starting to push down the side. Colt does a good job getting an 8-bit turret down. A lot of times you got to just focus that when on heist, especially because once that turret's down on 8-bit becomes an easy, well, not an easy brawler to take down, but way easier. So that's a good takedown from Semantic. What you'll also see a lot of times as well, if Semantic's playing Colt, he'll even use a gadget on the turret or his super, just fully taking it down, because it prevents so much pressure from the enemy team. That 8-bit can completely dominate like a 1v3 if he's got his turret up. So we've got some good damage here. This is much easier than the last games, but Semantic goes in a little bit too aggro there. 4.9k HP. I didn't want to suicide in case they got like a counter-attack like this, especially as I said with 8-bit. You really can't afford to lose control when he has that turret. He can just wipe through the safe, probably like a one push. A lot of times on ladder, when I have 8-bit on my comp on heist, I can just one push with that turret. We do regain control back, thankfully, and Colt with the miss super. Luckily, Tom gets a good super on the Colt as well, and I think that's enough scares for now. As I said, I remember just sweating my backside off for these games because I really wanted that #1 spot. I've been wanting that #1 spot for a very long time on Power Play, and it's just nice to have in profile, as I said. But we do manage to get the Colt down, the main damage dealer, and we do finally get the epic win and get the #1. So you just see all of us so happy. Remember in VC, all of us were like half asleep, and we managed to clutch up in the end. Alright guys, it's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you really enjoyed this one that don't really happen too often. You don't see too many Power Play videos on my channel or anyone else's channel. But I'm hoping for a good change to Power Play pretty soon. But let me know if you want to see some guides to Power Play in the future. Once I get some rotations, I'll for sure do it. I did one a couple of months ago, and I actually got some really good feedback. So let me know if you want to see that again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out Tom and Semantic, who carried me throughout the whole season. And I'll see you guys next time.